Welcome to
The Neapolitan.
Scoop Podcast.
My name is Steph.
My name is Shay.
and my name is Rose. Thank you for tuning into the Scoop Podcast, where you get your weekly scoop. If you have not subscribed to the podcast, what are you waiting for? Go subscribe right now. Today's topic is working from home. According to walkme.com, WFH or work from home describes a modern working agreement where employees perform job responsibilities remotely, typically from their own homes instead of an office. It offers flexibility, improved work-life balance, and cost saving for employers. As we all know, the COVID pandemic not only brought with it a virus, but it forced the workplace to drastically change or adjust to working away from the office. Some companies adjusted and have continued allowing their employees to remote work. However, there are others who are just in their ways, and we kind of know a little bit about those. So do the pros outweigh the cons of working from home? Is it a win-win situation on both sides? Tune in to hear what we conclude. Shay, take it away.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Rose, for that nice introduction.
You're welcome.
All right, so let's see here. So, should companies offer remote or, what we consider work from home? Why or why not? And if so, how would they try to move on to doing so? Well, for one, I'm gonna say they definitely should because it gives us that work-life balance that we need in order to just get what a good mental break in a sense when trying to balance it all.
Yeah.
I agree. I think for those companies that can, they should definitely allow it. If not all week, as in just like complete remote working, do like a hybrid thing where you allow your employees to have 2, 3, 5 days out of the month where they're allowed to be at home, allowed to kind of be at their own, peaceful environment because the workplace isn't always that peaceful environment that everybody needs.
Right.
Um, yeah.
I agree. I agree. And not just that, like you said, it's like a mental break.
Mhm.
For parents, it helps a lot because now you don't have to be trying to find someone to take your kids to school. You have that
Mhm.
flexibility to where you can take them to school, start your workday from home, and you don't have to be worried about dropping them off and trying to hurry up and go to the other side of town, find
Mhm.
parking, all of this other stuff. Now you're stressed out. It's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning, and you're over the entire day. So, like
Mhm.
I said, now your mental is out of the window, and you're probably giving about 60% to your employer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Versus if you have the flexibility to work from home, you can kind of plan your schedule. And it's like if you want to get a late start and start at 9 and get off earlier, you don't have to worry about being in traffic. Oh, traffic. Yeah, that part. Yeah, I forgot about
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
traffic, gas, mileage on your vehicle. You have people that travel that live like 45 minutes away from their job are traveling
Yeah.
like miles. And I'm like, that is money that's coming out of their income that you
Yeah.
could be saving people. And you could probably cut down on raises because people won't be complaining so much because they're saving money on another end of the spectrum.
Mm.
So there's definitely a lot of pros to it that I think employers who, like Rose said, if it's possible, like if you just have a bunch of employees that are just coming in to do work that they can do from home that only requires a printer and a computer
Right.
and Teams, then why
Right.
not? Like, why do you want to have your employer there outside of you just wanting to see what they're doing at all times?
Next question. Do the pros of working from home outweigh the cons of working from home? Um, I would like to say maybe the pros, because if you think about it, like, what Steph said about them not having to, well, in a sense, if you think from an employer standpoint, they don't have to worry about overhead as much, or like, just different things like that. Like they can cut down on people having to actually come into the office as much. The mental health is a big one for one. What's another pro?
Electricity. They'll save on electricity because you
Mm,
don't have employers that's
Utility
sitting
bills.
on energy. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's so many pros. I mean, honestly, the only con I can think of working from home is you're not able to micromanage your employee. And technically you can,
And thus the
but
productivity might not be
ex-
as expected
that
because what we know people don't always do they're supposed to do.
that's what I was
right.
gonna say. That was gonna be my. I think either when you look at it on an employee kind of end, um, I can think of more pros than cons. Everything you guys have mentioned as pros. Cons maybe for those people that are like me with ADD, like it's hard to keep your attention while you're at work, let alone when you're at home and you've
Yeah.
got laundry. You got to clean that shower. You got to do so many other things that you're going to easily be distracted. And then you're at the comfort, you're home. So it's going to be even easier to get distracted. So, like for me, I've always said I like working from home, but maybe 3 out of 5 days of the week,
Right.
not every single day, because I couldn't really honestly sit down here and work 7 days from home. I couldn't do it. It would drive me crazy.
I
But
also
why
think that
oh
go ahead. Go ahead.
no.
Hmm.
So why is it that when we work from home, we feel like we have to do all the house things? Like we're literally
Because we're
on
here.
our employee time in a sense. So we shouldn't really have to, we shouldn't necessarily be doing the laundry or the dishes or all that. Technically, it should be 8 hours of just technically they want you to do 8 hours of nonstop, just work. But when we're at home, we're doing all the
Well,
household stuff too.
I think because there's nobody watching you, first of all, there's nobody micromanaging you.
Hmm.
And you feel like, at least for me, it'd be like, oh, let me take these 5 minutes instead of doing a break. Let me go put in the laundry. Or instead of having a lunch, let me go ahead and get some house chores done. And it's just because it's that it's closer. You definitely want to multitask and get things done by the time your spouse and your children come home, you'll have a clean home, you have some laundry done, and you don't have to worry about having to chase everybody around,
And have
having to
that
do all.
family
So I think
time.
it's just yeah, I think it just makes it easier, at least for those of us, that have kids and all that. It's just easier to get as much done when you don't have them home when they're out in school and just. But that's why I say, like for me personally, 2 to 3 days working from home is fine.
That's all I need. Just give me a good
Yeah.
3.
And if you honestly ask yourself, it's technically the same thing because when you're at
Mhm.
work, you take a lot of breaks. Whether it's a restroom break, whether it's a mental break to just stay away from what you're doing, whether you hop on the internet to pay a bill really quickly, like you're still doing, you're not, when you're at work, you're not doing 100% work,
I don't
and that's
take
just
breaks. I'm a
facts.
hard worker. What are
And
you
no,
talking about?
if anybody sits here and says that they don't take breaks, you are a flat out liar.
95% of my work time is work.
And what I said was, no one is giving 100% of work at work. It may be 95, it could be 85, it could be 98, but somebody steps away from their work when they're at work to do other things.
Yeah,
Whether
definitely.
it be talking to a coworker,
Or just
yeah,
yeah.
on your
Yeah.
phone, responding to a text message is something like you steer away from. And when you're at home, I think your mind automatically thinks multitask. And it's like, well, I'm not
Hmm.
doing, if you're waiting on an email before, your productivity is dependent on an email to be answered, then why not go do something
Yeah.
really quickly? So, or if you're watching a training, you can watch the training in full clothes at the same time. That's going to
Hmm.
save you time at the end of the day. So, but I think one of the cons also is not as much interaction. So it's like it can kind of tear the culture apart
It's
because now
isolating.
you're always behind a screen. Nobody's actually interacting with each other, no getting to know each other. It's kind of like, oh, we just know each other from
But I think
location.
that's for people that like to socialize.
Yeah, those for
Like
the social bodies. And like you said,
like when we were doing work, oh, it was perfect. My wife was saying she was crazy because she needed to talk to me. I'm like, baby, I am okay. I ain't got to talk to anybody. COVID was the perfect excuse for me to say I can't do it. I can't go. I said it was. Oh, I love COVID because I could stay at home all day and I didn't have an excuse to like put some makeup on and go do this, go do that. Even errands, because we couldn't really be out on the streets. I'd be like, oh no, there's COVID out there. I'm gonna get sick. I can't do that.
There's COVID out there.
So I think it
Yeah.
also depends on whether you're an introvert or extrovert as to,
Mm,
that the whole working from home.
Yeah.
yeah. And that's true. And I think that's why I say I think employers should
Mhm.
offer it um as an option. Like, do you want to work from home? Are you more
Mhm.
comfortable working from home? And if the employee says yes, let them work from home. Now, if they start, like Fashay said, if they start slacking on their work, then it's the same like at work. When you're at work, if you start slacking, you get a verbal, a verbal talk. And if you keep slacking, then you get wrote up. So
Yeah.
same procedure should be taken with people who work from home. You slacking,
I
I'm
agree.
after the second, third time, then you get your privileges revoked. And now you got to come into office. You
Yeah.
know.
And I think you brought up a good point. It should be a privilege to work from home. I
Mhm.
don't think everybody should be offered that
Right.
you can work from home
Like
and
it should be
slave
based
Everybody's
on
not
certain
made for it.
merits.
Yeah,
Like,
Yes.
are
definitely.
you on caught up on certain things while you currently are in office for one? I'm not going to
Hmm.
send you to work from home and you're not even caught up here. What
Right.
does your attendance look like? Do you always call in? If you always at home already, I'm not going to tell you to go home to work from home. Hell no, come in.
Yeah,
Right. Clearly, you're not
definitely.
disciplined enough. So just come to work. You always out. So come to
So now you got to
work.
come in. And
Yeah.
when you come in more, then maybe I'll let you stay home a little bit more.
Hmm.
Mm.
But
What else want to say? I had a thought and I lost it. Oh, should it be like when it comes to work from home, should there be regulations? And this is really above us because it comes to whole like security clearances and stuff and
Mm.
Wi-Fi and stuff. But I think people should be able to work from home anywhere. So if like say for instance, if you have work from home days coming up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, hey, I may want to take a trip somewhere Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, come back Sunday because I know I'm gonna have to be at work on Monday, right, in person. So I feel like, hey, if I want to go to Vegas or if I want to go to wherever, Florida, I'm gonna go to Florida, fly on Wednesday, work my little hours, and be in Florida. Clock out, you know what I'm saying? Work, clock in the next day, but in Florida. But some people say that because of certain regulations and HR and all this stuff, that they can't. But I feel like people should be able to. As long as I'm clocking my hours and completing my work, it shouldn't matter where I'm working from home from.
I think I agree. As long as you don't have to have some kind of security clearance to do your job, baby, you can work from the bottom of the ocean for all I care. Like,
Just
I,
please
work from
don't.
I,
Please
I
don't.
agree. I agree with you. I think if you have remote work, you should have the flexibility of working wherever you are. Like at the end of the day, you're allowing, instead of taking that full vacation that you should be enjoying in the first place, you're telling your employer, hey, I'm traveling, but I'm willing to work. I'm willing to do
yeah,
my job while I'm out there trying to take care of whatever it is. For
yeah,
me, if I'm on a vacation, baby, I'm on a vacation. I'm not going to give them 2 minutes of my time.
I
yeah,
agree.
But
yeah. This is
but
a
but I do know
hypothetical.
some
You know
people
how
that,
people travel, like, a little in between things or whatever,
yeah,
for whatever reason,
yeah.
but they got work to do. Okay,
Nobody
cool.
wants to work when they're on vacation. Mm-mm.
Well, some people do. Some people are workaholics,
Some
and
people do.
that's something
They don't take off. They just
They don't
go
that's
need to be
something
on
that
and
I
vacation.
had to kind of pull myself off, because I remember that at one point when I was prior to this position,
Hmm.
I was in Dallas at one point, and I was working from there, and it'd be like at 3-4 in the morning, I would get a text message from our director or our manager at that point, and I'd be looking at stuff online. So, but that was one of my goals last year, to kind of step away from doing too much. And it's worked perfectly, and I love it now, because now it's like it's out of work hours, and I don't have to worry about anything, and it's less stressful.
You learn to
yeah,
create boundaries. That's
Definitely.
uh that's a good thing. That's another thing you
Yeah.
need for mental health is know how to set boundaries, and
Yes.
that's something I had to learn the hard way. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I agree. And anybody who goes on vacation and works from home, I can't do it. Look, I want to enjoy my margaritas and not be thinking about,
Mm,
oh, I gotta hop on this meeting. Oh, I have to do this. Oh, I have to do that. No,
yeah.
no
I
restrictions.
like working from home. I be like going like on the patio. I'll sit outside on my patio or balcony. Sit outside on my balcony and I'll do my little work or whatever, or I'll go to like a local coffee shop or something and just sit there and
That's
chill and do
awesome.
some work. And because that's how sometimes it just depends. Like sometimes I need stuff going on around me to be able to focus to do
Mm,
work. Yeah, I can't just
Mhm.
sit in the silence. That's a distraction in itself. Like, just it's quiet. I need something going to get me going. That's weird, but
Mm.
some people
Yeah,
operate.
no,
This is
no,
how I operate.
it
Yeah,
makes sense.
I agree. I agree. I like doing like going to a coffee shop, just getting out, putting like that's definitely I think something that should be allowed. Like you don't have to literally be at home. Like
Right.
you just want to get out the
Mhm.
house and enjoy some fresh air while you're doing some
Yeah.
work. Like I don't see nothing wrong with that. As long as the work
Yeah.
is getting done, why does it matter?
Matter.
I loved the when we used to be able to work from home. I used to love sitting at that coffee shop, just smelling the coffee,
Hmm.
Ah,
drinking a coffee and just smelling it. It was just like, oh, that's amazing.
such a good,
I was in
such a
heaven.
good feeling. Such a good vibe.
The good old days.
Yes, yes.
Is it a win-win situation for both sides? So, do you find that working from home is beneficial? Well, we kind of just talked about that. But is it a win-win for both sides? I would say yeah.
Yeah. I mean, companies, y'all save money. Like think about it. How much
Mhm.
companies waste on or spend on paying for parking for employees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like I said again, electricity, computers, like um printers, all of
Well,
this
they
stuff.
would have to buy more just to get it started. Like if you don't already have laptops and stuff, they would have to invest
They
in
already
that.
have laptops.
But if they didn't, they wouldn't.
Lap Think about it. You buy a laptop, they take it home, they use their electricity.
No, no, no. You talking about who you talking about? I'm just talking about in general. So if a business wanted to go work from home and they've never been that before, what if all the employees don't have computers in order to do work from home? So a
They
lot
This
of
would
is
have to
this is
companies,
the way
provide them.
yeah, so they would have
this
to
is the way I
buy.
look. This is the way I look at that. It's an investment.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
First of all, you can it off. You can write it off in your taxes as a
Mm-hmm.
company. So you invest enough money in your employees, and then not only monetary investment, but also an investment into your employees. Because not only now you have happy employees, but you have employees who maybe their mental health is going to be in a better place. They're going to want to work with you for a longer period
Yes.
than a company that doesn't offer that. So as an
Yeah.
employee, if my boss came to me and said, Rose, you're able to work from home whenever you want to, shit, I'd be like, oh, okay, well, now I have that flexibility where my employee is letting me work from home. You would call
Yeah.
out less because you're already at your house.
So if you
For
sick, you
us
still
Or
that
you would
have
look
working.
kids,
forward
if
to
if
your
our
work from home day so you wouldn't call
yes,
out.
Yeah.
or
So like
even for us when our kids are sick, we're already home.
I could still
Exactly.
work and take
Yeah,
care
Exactly.
of the kid. Take a
hmm
break, give them some medicine, put them back to sleep, get back on
yeah,
the computer. You
it's
know,
true.
it's just I just think a lot of companies need to just break out. Everybody wants to keep that norm. Not everybody, but some companies want to keep that norm of, oh, you have to come into the office. I have to see you physically.
Because they're
And
antiquated,
it's like for what? It's just
and like you said, micromanaging.
a
Yeah.
waste of energy.
Just want to make sure everybody doing what they said they was gonna do. But you gotta trust
Everybody's
your
clocking their
people.
exact hours. And it's
Yeah.
like, sure, well, if that's the case, if you want to clock all of that, go ahead and clock my time. The time I get to the parking lot, to the time I get to my desk, to the time I do
But
all of
again,
that.
Mm,
remember, let's not pretend it's not employees who cannot be trusted. And even when you
that's
do
true.
send the ones that you have sent home, that's a hope and a prayer that they ain't gonna turn out and just not be effective.
But
Mhm.
there's employees that can't be trusted at work when they're in
That is
office.
true.
Yeah.
So it's like it's either way. It's just you just have to. It's more so about accountability. You can't make everybody else suffer just because certain people can't
That's
do their
true.
job like they're supposed to. Hold
Hmm.
them accountable for it. Let the people who deserve it use it instead of
Mm.
having them come in just to sit at a desk and respond to emails and create whatever they're creating on the computer that they could be doing from home. Like unless it's like a job that requires physical activity, like you physically have to be there. I don't see why you're there.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
Yeah.
not your companies are spending money on a space. You can limit space usage if you limit the
Yeah.
amount of employees that are coming into the office. That is a laptop itself. You limit a space, that's a laptop you can buy for an employee, less
Right.
electricity that they're using. So, yeah, if you're buying one laptop, that of course they're going to buy the cheapest one. So, so buy one laptop for an employee, you save all of this money. It's like
Mm.
you got to make the math. And if you smart, look, I would do that personally if
Mm-hmm.
I had employees, and I'm like, if you could work from home, work from home. Like a lot
Right.
of like a lot of businesses that like if you have like a business and you need a secretary to just answer the phones, why does the secretary have to physically be there just to answer a phone? She could
That's because
answer the
she's
phone.
working the other duties as necessary part of her job.
Mm.
Oh, the other duties. The other duties assigned. Putting paper in the copier, making sure there's pens, like that part. The other duties that's
That's why
assigned.
she
Yeah.
gotta be in person because she's doing the other duties as as needed.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
That since now that you put it that way, I see why they have to physically be there.
Oh Lord. All right.
Gives me depression.
Huh?
Other duties as needed. I said that other duties as
Bro,
needed gives me
I hate
depression.
that damn line, bro. Now it's like anytime I look at a job description or whatever, I'm looking for that shit. Like, because if I see
That
that, you about to work my ass to death and have me doing everything beyond my job.
that is the most toxic line. That just reeks toxicity.
That
Yup.
should tell you the
If,
type of employer.
if you
Yes.
see that, run.
Yes. It's
Baby, they gonna
toxic.
have you with PTSD, I'm telling you.
Or have you going in the restroom filling up the toilet papers.
Hmm?
No, I'm just saying,
What?
like that's what their other duties assigned would be like. Wait, I didn't even sign up
Mm.
for this shit. Like what?
Maintenance.
Now you the
Yeah.
janitor. Now you the cook. Now
Yeah.
the man who pushed the shred bin.
I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Our poor admin assistant is having to do three other people's jobs.
Yeah. Like, wait, hold up. I signed for this. Now I'm doing X and Y, Z and still getting paid. Like, nah.
He's admin assistant. He's recycling bin holder. He is maintenance.
That's exactly what
Water jug bringer, whatever you want to call it.
when you see
That
other
poor man
duties
right there.
assigned, that means you gonna have to work somebody else's position and still get paid the same
The
thing you get
same for
paid
one
Yep.
person.
for your position. Bruh, no. And you
And,
can't say nothing.
and the
You can't
worst part is when you leave, they actually hire those people.
Oh, now they
like so
want to
That's
you
the
break the
had me
biggest
doing this
job
slap.
up.
job. Yeah,
That's
Want
the
you
to
had
break
biggest
the
me.
slap in
job
the
up.
face.
Ooh, the
Biggest.
toxicity.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm. Tell me you work in a toxic place environment without telling me you work in a toxic place environment.
Oh
Sorry,
my
Ah,
God, I'm
guys.
trying to
That's
spit
our
my drink out.
PTSD coming in for our listeners. I understand what it sounds like, but just know we've been through it.
other duties assigned. What do you mean?
What does that even
And you
mean?
be specific? Like what I'm gonna be doing?
It needs to
That
be
could be
labeled 1 through
anything.
10. That's it. And have it labeled
I agree.
specifically. This is all I'm gonna
Or
be required
that
to
also
do.
tells you the company doesn't have set standards or procedures as to what
They
they
don't know
expect
what the
certain
hell going
positions
on.
to do.
Or
They just trying to figure it
structure.
out.
Yeah.
They trying to
Structure.
figure it out
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
until it works. All right. Anyways, next question. All right. When did you first get introduced to working from home? Did it work at the time, or did you have to become accustomed to it?
Hmm. I'm trying to think. I want to say I got introduced to the previous job before what I'm doing now. Um, and I worked for a traffic ticket clinic that worked in tandem with an attorney. So it was something that I could log in. I could do work from any computer actually because we didn't need any special clearance. We just needed to log in. So I was able to just log in and I think that's when I was introduced to it. I don't think we called it work from home or remote before. It was just, oh yeah, you can work from wherever you are at this moment or
Work from wherever you are. That's what it's called. Work from wherever you are.
yeah, just log in. That's what it was called. Log in.
Log
That's a
in.
beautiful thing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
I think
miss
for
them.
me, it was this current job that I have. I didn't do it
Okay.
before then because the job I had required us to be in person because we had to like have in-person interactions with the
Okay.
customers. And even before then, I was always hands-on with people. So this is the first
Mm.
job where it's actually at times you can work from home. and they provided a cell phone and a laptop. I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. Okay. But I'm like, God damn it, now I can work from wherever the fuck I am and I don't have an excuse to not work.
Man.
Yeah.
Unless your computer hasn't updated because you haven't brought it in for it to get updated.
And it
Or
took
a
an hour
virus.
to update.
Or a virus because I clicked on these damn links that keep coming to my email.
Oh my God.
Why would you do that?
I wouldn't, but it
Because they
could
look
happen.
very realistic.
They do. Except when the letter is bigger than one of the letters and it's like in the middle of the, it'd be weird.
Or they spell something wrong and it's like,
yeah.
But you know what? People send emails all the time and shit is misspelled, so they don't.
not professional, because a professional gonna have that revised and looked over by a few people.
I have a story. So there was this one person. Dang, okay. This one person used to work at this place.
I was gonna say, can you bleep it out?
They were, I don't know how to bleep yet. I will have to look up a sound and figure out how to download the sound to bleep it out. Okay, fuck it, I'll figure it out. I'm sure I can figure it out. So yeah, y'all remember what was it, her name?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And
the nice
she was
sneakers.
getting paid. She was getting paid 3 figures.
And the nice sneakers.
6 figures.
Yes.
Was that her name?
I think so.
Was it? Yeah, it was just, yeah. I think so. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, she sent out an email talking about something, and she used the word dick in it. Dick. D.
Was it an accident?
C-K.
Was it an accident?
I think
was it an accident?
She meant sick time, but she said dick time. That's what it was.
She told the boys to go get some dick.
And she didn't recall the message.
Wait, I did that one time actually. I didn't put dick though. That's not what I did. I was trying to say, it was so funny though. So what I intended to say was enjoy your shift. And I ended up saying enjoy your shit. And the crazy thing is, I didn't even see it. Somebody else pointed it out to me. They were like, check your email and see what you just said. And I was like, oh shit, I put shit. I didn't recall the message. I just responded to everyone. This was a send all me email. I sent it to everybody.
Apologies.
I was like, my bad. I was like, y'all know what I meant. I didn't mean shit, but you can enjoy that too.
Oh man, I think I've had misspellings. I don't think at work it's ever been a big of a blunder where I put like a whole different kind of meaning.
It was like the freaking F didn't work on the keyboard. What the fuck?
No.
Enjoy your shit.
Oh no. Well, the good thing is now we have the edit button and we can kind of edit that.
In an email?
No, not in the email.
You got to recall the whole email, and by then somebody gonna be done saw it.
Girl, everybody has seen it by the time it got to me. I was like, yeah, it's everybody.
At least you gave somebody or a couple of people a good laugh that day.
That part.
Yes.
All right. So, should people who are not doing what they are supposed to do be revoked from work from home benefits?
Yes. Hard yes.
Or should everyone within the company? Oh hell. Not my. So every time the Zoom finished loading, it goes back to the full screen for that. So the screen y'all own just went away. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh no! So you can't see us.
No, I'm back now. All right. Or should everyone with the company suffer the consequences? Absolutely not.
Nope.
Well, in the Bible,
this person.
Not the Bible.
I got something to say about that, but let's keep going.
Wait, about the Bible?
Yeah, keep going in the Bible.
I leave God out of it.
I love the Bible. Don't worry.
No, honestly, I was going to say in the Bible says. What does the Bible say?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You brought it up. We thought
the Bible is. Hold on, I'm trying to think of it.
Is it the spare the rod one?
And the Bible says you reap what you sow. So if that employee did not reap what was sown, then he should not be held accountable for what was grown. Recording in progress. That was my freestyle right there.
I was gonna say I love the heady talk. I love it.
I was like, okay, I'm going with it.
Stephanie on this heady talk is my favorite because she's having this in her head. She's having these deep analogies and these deep kind of awakenings, but they come out.
I was going somewhere with that. I just
in your head. You were.
I said, okay.
Yeah. Thank you for the support, Shay.
I love it.
Nah, shut up. I don't support you.
No, for real.
I'm gonna get my lick back one of these days. I still ain't forgot. I forgot what you said, but I didn't forget how you made me feel.
That's the Leo in us.
It's not about what was said.
Grudge.
It's about how you made me feel. And honestly, not to get off topic, but that's what an apology is. When you apologize to people, you don't apologize for what you said. You apologize for how you made them feel.
Yeah,
and that's why I tell people
take back anything you say. Okay, cool.
No, I meant it.
But damn, you pissed me off.
Like I meant what I said earlier.
I forgot what you said, but I remember how I feel.
I know what she said.
I didn't know it was gonna make you feel that way. But with that said,
it was some ignorant and racist shit. It is what I do remember.
You started it though. Remember. You started it. But anyway,
my memory ain't that good, but I remember some shit.
Talk about that part. We're gonna bring that up because that's not the topic of the day. The topic of the day. The topic of the day is these employees that be fucking shit up for people.
I think my tequila has kicked in.
No, but for real, like I think employers like don't make everybody suffer for what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people did, because now it's like this person has been working and dedicating themselves to everything that they were supposed to do, and you're taking it away because somebody else fucked up. Like, what message does that send? That's how you lose employees.
Yeah,
because it's like I've been giving you everything that I could give you, and now you're taking it. You're holding me accountable for somebody else's problems, right? Mm-hmm. So guess what? I'm like, you don't even now feel unappreciated. And now guess what? I'm like, well, let me go somewhere where I'm appreciated at.
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to say. But somehow I just had to, I don't know why I wanted to bring the Bible into it. But what did you have to say about the Bible, Shay?
Because you were feeling spiritual.
So earlier, there was this. Let me find this so I can make sure I'm not lying. So I don't want to be lying to nobody.
You don't want to lie to the Bible.
Oh, here it is. All right, so there was this post on Facebook earlier. Some girl said, y'all cannot worship God, because this is a little bit off topic, by the way. Y'all cannot worship God and smoke weed. That's somebody said. So this girl, first of all, my thoughts on that are, I feel like, first of all, they have seeds. If you plant a seed in some soil, it's going to grow a plant. It's earth grown. Weed is going to grow from the ground. If God did not want us to have it, he would not make it grow naturally. And then to support that, some girl posted a Bible verse. It's a New King James Version, Genesis 1.
Not the New King James.
The NKJ.
Okay, so it says, and God said, see, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seeds. Y'all pick that up? You pick it up? Okay.
Yes, yield seeds.
And every tree that yields fruit yields seeds. Guess what he said? You shall be for food. To you it shall be for food. He is giving it to you. So therefore, if we grow in the ground, it was meant for those who consume it to have. So therefore, don't be
saying weed.
Well, therefore, don't be up here saying that I can't worship God and smoke weed when technically I can.
Wait, because that's actually a little bit controversial, which the Bible tends to be. Because if that's the case, then why couldn't Adam eat the apple
They ain't got
from
nothing to
the
do with
tree?
me. They ain't
Because
got nothing to do with
that's
me.
the Old Testament and the Old Testament and the New
This is
Testament.
New King
We can go
James.
back.
This
We
is
can
New
go. We
King
can go.
James.
It was reworded. Somebody else flipped it around and put their own little 2 cents in. Okay, got it.
But that's what the Bible is. It's
Yeah.
somebody retelling a story. It's a storybook, and people
Yeah.
don't understand that. Like that's why I'm like people that are so like like.
Do you know how many people are in
Right.
the Bible? How many the book of this, the book of that?
It is a plagiarized book because there ain't no references in there.
At the
That's
end
like
of the day,
me.
at the end of the day, well, none of us born back in that time, so we have
Right.
no goddamn idea. We just going by what the last person said that he put in his book.
Right, but before we get canceled, before we even go viral,
I
let us go back to the.
Oh, let me tell y'all something. I definitely do believe that there is some truth to the Bible, a lot of truth to
Definitely.
it. But I will say that it is very controversial. I do believe that people flipped it to their liking, but you know right from wrong.
Definitely.
You know when you're doing right, you know what you should do. If this is the thing, if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to nobody else because karma is a bitch and karma gonna come back and get you. And you know what that is that seed that you sowed, that you
man.
sowed.
You've taken this too far. This is just buy some good weed. Like, calm down.
But yes, to answer Chase.
Well, we took it to a whole nother level. So
no, we did not. We didn't. I didn't mean to get that deep. It was really a joke.
No,
it was a comedic reference about weed.
What you said, and what brought it up to this level was the fact, and it's not even to a heightened level.
We can have a weed episode.
What I'm saying is that you said that the Bible said that you can eat from any tree that is sown. And when you said that, I said, well, that's controversial because Adam ate from the tree that had an apple and he was punished for it. They were all thrown out. So that's why I said that's controversial. And that's where I came. But what I ended up saying was at the end of the day, you know right from wrong because if you don't want it done to you, it's wrong. And you reap what you sow. That's all I said. It's not even about getting deep.
So what we're saying is
that was pretty deep.
It's just facts.
So what we're saying is that people should smoke weed if that's what they want to do, as long as they're not harming anybody. You do you. You do you. And I feel like it should be legalized and it should be made for medicinal purposes because honestly, it does help with anxiety. It helps with so many things. And it does a lot less damage than alcohol that actually kills people and makes people not sober. And then they go out to the streets and shoot somebody. You've never really
alcohol don't come from a tree.
Or a seed.
Point blank.
It's man-made.
Period.
I ain't gonna lie. I do like alcohol. I know it's well. You know what? It's not wrong because God turned water into
wine.
God did it. God did.
Won't he do it? Yes, he will.
He provided it. We drink it.
So now, since I tend to get deep, I'm gonna get deep right now. At the end of the day, it's not the alcohol. It's the person because you should know your limits. You should know your limits. So hey,
that's true.
At the end of the day, you wrong. You need to know. You have to know when to stop. Point blank. Period. Take accountability.
You gotta know when to fold them.
Know when to hold them.
Okay, let's go back to topic.
Ain't no topic.
Okay. Yeah, the next question.
We done.
There's no more questions.
That was all of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm over here thinking we're gonna run out of time.
Nah, baby, we done. We can wrap this up. I gotta go eat. I'm hungry. I know y'all just now getting lit and shit. You probably want to talk some more. We done.
I thought you cooked.
But you
I did. I haven't ate yet. All I did was fry some chicken wings and some fries.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Today was my cheat day. That's
good enough for me.
Exactly. About to eat that with some bread. I'm gonna be good.
So you gonna bring me some?
No. First of all, it's fried chicken. It ain't gonna be that great tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about today.
No.
She definitely ain't doing that drive.
That's an absolute no.
I'm not even a maybe.
The Bible says. No,
Mm-mm.
I'm kidding.
It don't say nothing about
You should feed your
thy
neighbor.
shall food feed their neighbor. Thy shall feed their neighbor thy bread. And thy
And thy
shall break
wine.
bread for life.
I mean, God did share his bread, so and you are in the image of God. So
Niggas at that table like, God damn, I guess I here, man. Here, just take the bread.
that
Here,
is
And then
not
it's where
you
what
want the
I
broccoli
said, girl.
too? God, here.
They did not have broccoli back then.
What? Wait, they didn't have
That was
broccoli?
that it wasn't grown yet. Like they didn't know how to grow that yet. Like broccoli doesn't like they didn't know where that seed was at yet.
You for real or you joking?
a
No.
seed, a seed. Stephanie?
You for real or you
Okay.
joking?
No, I'm making up shit. I don't even know. Does broccoli?
I'm t-
How is broccoli grown?
I think it's from the stalk. Doesn't it kind of sprout roots?
I
Because
don't
it's
know
it's
Because
one
I
of
was
the.
like, broccoli doesn't have a seed.
It might. I think it's the stalk that kind of just dies off, and the leaves are like the seeds or something. Oh, maybe we are eating the seeds.
How is broccoli? See, we need to do a little bit more.
Research.
This
Broccoli
tells me
isn't
we know
even.
nothing about the food that we eat, not how it's grown. We just
Yes,
know, hey, it's green. They say I should eat it. I'm gonna eat it because it's called broccoli.
Broccoli
How
is
the
actually
fuck is
not
it
that good. It
grown?
makes you bloated.
it
Don't
does.
say that because I've been eating all this
No, it does.
broccoli
It
thinking
makes
But
you
that
bloated.
I was being healthy.
it's no, it is healthy because it does have good
Bloated.
protein, like good vitamins and stuff. But it does make you blow. It makes you gassy,
Mm.
You're gonna be farting all over the
and it's
job.
funky. It's like that funky gas,
I
and then you
haven't
can
never
smell it
ate
in your
that.
you can smell it in your urine too.
Mm. Really?
What? See, now when I eat broccoli, I'm about to be wondering and experimenting.
We want to thank you for tuning into our podcast. Again, if you enjoyed our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and comment. We love feedback. Again, if you enjoyed our content, please subscribe to our channel. While you're at it, follow us on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Spotify, whatever your favorite podcast platform is, we're on it. You can also find us through Instagram and TikTok. Also, if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, or if you'd like to be a guest on our podcast, feel free to email us. We're always looking for people to join us. Again, thank you and see you next week for your weekly scoop. Peace.
Woo! Yes. Also, real quick, shout out to our subscribers. We wouldn't be at 81 followers on Instagram and how many followers on YouTube? Instagrammers on
I
YouTube?
think it's like 15 on YouTube.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
We gonna get it better. We're gonna get it better. But
See,
shout
what y'all
out to
need
our
to do is stop
subscribers.
watching the videos and go and subscribe so that you can get notifications saying, hey, it's a new video posted.
Right.
Go ahead, subscribe. Y'all watching anyways. Go ahead.
Go
It
tell
don't hurt
your
nothing.
friends.
We ain't
Subscribe.
charging y'all.
Not yet.
Yes.
Come on, get our autograph while we still a little humble. No,
Right. So that way when we get big time, it'll be worth a bunch of money for you.
Mm.
You know how that work? It's a you us thing. It's a us
Cause
thing.
look, cause it's up. It's up and it's stuck.
All right, cool.
All right, y'all. Bye.
Bye.